Right, so boys and girls, the corrupt and noble exercise was given to you for three reasons. Most of you have covered those reasons, but it's my responsibility to reiterate that. Reason number one, there is every chance that you would be pulled up to a different kind of a line of functionality in any occupation for that matter. There will be people, there will be surroundings, there will be circumstances, and most importantly, there will be this cruel destiny that will put you in a wrong path. And it's very easy to get into the wrong path. Start doing tiny, tiny little things, and then you end up doing very big, massive thing. That could happen only after you get into the occupation. So you can ask me, look, we are at the school stage, and why should you give this particular value system too early? Except Balaji, we are all school children, and we are all in the teenage, and most of us are not even into the higher secondary. We are just in the high school only. In order to answer that question, what I would like to say is, as an experienced man, as being a salaried professional in the past myself, I've been seeing some people going easily corrupt. And that permission that they give to the other people for making them corrupt, that kind of comfort zone of allowing somebody to influence them easily has been instilled during their teenage. For example, if a mom or if a dad or if an uncle or if a senior cousin or if a good friend might not have been getting a chance to talk to that teenager that this thing could happen in your life perhaps after 6 or 7 years. So there was nobody to alarm or give a kind of a bulgy indicating warning to that person during the teenage. Had that happened, had that happened on a cognitive basis, that particular person, once he or she became an youngster, would not have gone into the corrupted ways. So this made me think. So all you people are having huge dreams because the people who were born after 2000 are carrying huge, hefty, handsome, and very strong dreams, right from becoming an IAS officer till becoming a doctor. Plenty of dreams. Your vision board spoke very, very louder. So, more than those people I'm speaking about, the people who were born in the late 90s and people who were born in the 1970s, like me, those people were different. But right now, people start working at a young age. Who knows? When you are in the first year of your college life, you will be resorting to a part time job and you will start earning. The country's fiscal policy might change. The kind of employment salient features might take a facelift, and everything will be re-engineered, and everything will be going for a nosedive. All these kinds of strict formalities will be going for a nosedive. Everything might be becoming very, very easy, so that a 21-year-old or an 18-year-old will start working. And in US, it has already happened. If you take the statistics of an youngster, a 15.5-year-old teenager in US is a working class man now, along with the education that he or she is having in the university. If you take Australia, yes, of course, that goes with Australia also. And even if in our India, if you take Maharashtra for that matter, or UP, or any other outskirts of the northern part of India, going for a part-time job and landing up into an early job at the early age has become a quite common feature. So possibility of becoming corrupt also has become quite common feature. So this, I thought, none of the people here who are attending MS evening sessions is confining themselves as far as the dream goes. If you ask Keshav will speak about an university that is in the abroad countries. Yesterday, I was having a very lengthy conversation with Keshav's dad. Keshav's dad was speaking about Keshav's brother. And we both were speaking about the possibility of putting a guy like Keshav in some other university in abroad. Parents' mind is made up already. I don't know if Keshav is ready for that, but parents' mind is already made up, besides and irrespective of the things that we are experiencing now. So that kind of tenacity the parents are really having. So I thought giving this particular training to these people at this particular young age will really make them see the life in a different angle, from a different angle. Okay. So take some of the skits that we had been having in the online classes and in the direct classes together. How to face corruption, how to get out of corruption, how to face the inner demon, how to face the negative thinking, and if you talk how to control your fear, Devante Johnson, Peter Robinson, how to control your fear. See, all these are sufferings of Manikandan Sundaresan. All these were sufferings of Manikandan Sundaresan. Not about specifically about the fear and all that, but I had been having some people who were literally having this kind of trouble, and I was trying to help them, and I was not able to help them. Either they were too senior, or they are not in the proper level of understanding. And I tried to give these solutions to the college going kids. It was too late. It was too late. When I speak about fear management or negative thinking, cognitive behavior analysis to a first year college student or a second year college student or a third year college student, it becomes so late because those people, it becomes too late because those people have seen something else and they are not in the proper antennae. Connection is not proper. But with the teenagers, it happens very easily. One thing that a teenager does not do is he or she doesn't forget a particular thing very easily. ஒரு டீனேஜர் ஒரு விஷயத்தை மறக்கிறதுக்கு ரொம்ப நாள் ஆகும். But an adolescentல இருந்து adulthoodக்கு வந்து ஒரு 25, 27-year-old man or a lady might forget things very faster. But a teenager takes a long time for forgetting a thing. Long time. Whatever happens for Vedavashan in 9th standard, that boy will remember that at least till 28 years of his life. Whatever I'm putting to a girl like Brinda, who is in 9th standard, or a boy like Sanjay or Kavin or Nitin for that matter, it will take at least 30 years in their life for them to forget that. So that is why I took advantage of putting all these most advanced concepts into your mind. If somebody is seeing in a helicopter view of what is happening in MS evening sessions, they might be saying that, come on, these people are very, very young to learn about all this, Mr. Manikandan. Why are you instilling all this? I want your parents, I won't argue with those people who are questioning, but I want your parents to understand that their job has become very easy. நான் இப்படிதான் வளர்த்துட்டு இருந்தேன் என் பொண்ணு, நான் இப்படிதான் வளர்த்துட்டு இருந்தேன் என் பையனை. ஒரு கட்டத்துக்கு மேல அவளுக்கு மணிகண்டனுடைய செஷன் கிடைச்சது, ஒரு கட்டத்துக்கு மேல அவனுக்கு மணிகண்டனுடைய செஷன் கிடைச்சது. அதுக்கப்புறம் அவன் வேற மாதிரி மாறிட்டான். அப்புறம் எனக்கு பெரிய லெவல்ல வேலை இல்லை, அவரு பாத்துக்கிட்டாரு. I want that to happen. Okay, I want that to happen. So அப்ப எப்படி பண்ணலாம்? How can we do this? அப்படின்னு யோசிக்கும் போதுதான் take all the advanced things from your library. You are a soft skills trainer in an engineering college. You are a soft skills trainer for an MBA student. You are a soft skills trainer for corporate people, faculties. அவங்களுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ற தெரபிஸ் எடுத்து இவனுக்கு கொடு. Just like putting a serum in an ordinary soldier and converting him as Captain America. So அந்த serum எல்லாம் இவங்களுக்கு கொடு. They will become supernatural. And in the future, after about 6 to 7 years, when something like a corona pandemic or something that comes and hits them, give me the best shot. I know how to handle it. அப்படின்னு அவங்க சொல்லணும். That kind of toughness I want the teenagers to have. அதனாலதான் இந்த closed groupக்கு வந்துகிட்டு நான் இவ்வளவு அட்வான்ஸ்டான டெக்னிக்ஸ் நான் கொடுத்துட்டு இருக்கேன். Why should I speak about a national conference when a little kid like Kavin and Nitin are joining? அவங்களுக்கு என்ன தெரியும் நேஷனல் கான்ஃபரன்ஸ்னா என்னன்னு? பாலாஜி ஒருத்தன் தான் வந்து காலேஜோட நோட்டீஸ் போர்ட்ல நேஷனல் கான்ஃபரன்ஸ்னா என்னன்னு பார்த்திருப்பான். Because he is a college going student. But the other people are into the confined school environment. But I'm the elasticity வந்துட்டு நான் expand பண்றேன். I'm taking your brain and I'm expanding the elasticity that your brain should be exposed to a national conference அப்படின்ட்டு சும்மா ஒரு இமேஜினரி அதை பாக்குறத வந்து இப்பவே உங்க பிரெயினுக்கு கொடுத்துட்டேன்னா tomorrow when somebody comes and says that you're going to be a part of national conference, then you would say, bring it on, I'll face it. That is absent in many of 23-year-old, 24-year-old youngster now. இப்ப நேஷனல் கான்ஃபரன்ஸ் அப்படின்னு சொன்னோன்னா அவ்வளவுதானே, கொடுங்க நான் பாத்துக்கிறேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்றது ஒரு என்ஜிஎம் காலேஜ்ல, ஒரு மகாலிங்கம் இன்ஜினியரிங் காலேஜ்ல, ஒரு பிஎஸ்ஜில, ஒரு லயலோ காலேஜ்ல படிக்கிற ஒரு ஸ்டூடெண்ட் கிட்ட இல்ல இப்போ. பிகாஸ் அவன் டீனேஜா இருக்கும் போது இப்படி ஒரு செஷன் அவனுக்கு கிடைக்கல. Maybe some parents would have been super smart. So by counseling him or her, by giving the mentoring, advanced level of mentoring, maathirpanga. But only some hand few people. But what I am envisioning is whatever threat, whatever challenge, whatever packaged kind of big animosity level of danger comes to you, you should be tough enough to face that. In any form, I tell you. In any metaphoric form or in any real form or in any kind of vivid form, if it comes, okay, I will face it. என்னால அதை ஃபேஸ் பண்ண முடியும்னு எனக்கு உள்ள தோணுது. How? தெரியாது, but எனக்கு உள்ள தோணுது. I want that embryo to happen in your heart. So அதுக்கு பெஸ்ட் வே என்னன்னு சொல்லி கேட்டீங்கன்னா, இந்த மாதிரி கிரியேட்டிவா நிறைய கொடுத்து அதுல உங்களை இப்படி யோசிக்க வச்சு அப்படி யோசிக்க வச்சு, giving various clauses of events to the brain which the brain has not even been exposed of, and making the brain think with lots of red alarming aspects. So அது கூட கொஞ்சம் ஸ்ட்ரிக்ட்னஸ் சேரணும். அந்த ஸ்ட்ரிக்ட்னஸ் சேரல அப்படின்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க, நீங்க ரொம்ப லைட்டா எடுத்துக்குவீங்க. I told you that the teenager is the most powerful person, but at the same time, the teenager is the most lazy person as well. So it's a kind of a proper balancing, a symmetrical balancing has to be there. So simply put, I would like to conclude and we will jump into the next activity. You are into a library, and in that library, you're not having simple comics. You're having big encyclopedia. And by coming into the library, by looking into the encyclopedia racks, you say that, oh my God, this is not even needed for me. This is superfluous. This is more advantageous. This is super advantageous. I don't need it now. Please. Don't indulge all that into my mind right now. You might say, you might scream, you might suffer, but I am taking that encyclopedia and I'm putting that, I'm making it as a fluid and I'm pouring that into your brain so that you will be ever ready for anything that comes in the future. And this corrupt and the noble activity was one speck among that big nuclear atom. Hope you understood.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.